Savannah wrinkled her nose, immediately wishing she could plug her nose with something. The smell was a combination of sweat, stale takeout, and was that old socks. "Oh my gosh, Grayson," she said, her voice cracking as she tried to make light of the situation, but the horror in her voice was undeniable. "What is this?" Grayson gave an awkward laugh, rubbing the back of his neck. "I've just been, busy, you know. Got a lot on my plate." Savannah took a deep breath, trying to control her growing urge to gag. She slowly walked over to the couch, only to find it covered in random junk. Old controllers, a half-empty soda can, and what looked like crumbs of some kind of mystery snack. "I can't believe this is your place," Savannah said, half laughing but mostly in disbelief. "I know you're busy with school and everything, but this is straight up gross." Okay, Grayson said, holding up his hands in defense. "I know it's a mess. I'll clean it up. I swear, but it's not as bad as it looks." Savannah slowly turned around, giving him a look that made it clear she wasn't buying his excuses. She was about to speak when she noticed something on the kitchen counter. "What in the world?" she muttered to herself. A dirty cereal bowl sat untouched, with a mountain of hardening milk inside, surrounded by a dozen empty ramen noodle packets. She looked back at Grayson, wide-eyed. "Grayson, you haven't even cleaned this stuff up? How long has that cereal bowl been there?" Grayson visibly shifted. Okay, maybe that's been there a few days. But, "A few days?" Savannah cut him off. "A few days? Are you kidding me right now? This is beyond gross. I can't even believe I'm looking at this." It was clear to Savannah that her little brother's usual carefree nature had crossed over into neglectful territory. His apartment was a reflection of how he was managing his life, and truth be told, it was a little alarming. Grayson was usually so on top of things, ambitious, athletic, and always moving forward. But today he looked lost. "I didn't mean for it to get this bad, Sav," Grayson admitted, his voice quieter now. I don't know, man. I guess I've been distracted, stressed, and honestly, it's easier just to leave everything for tomorrow." Savannah's heart softened at his words. Beneath the messy exterior, she could tell that her brother was struggling, something deeper than his usual laid-back attitude. The chaotic state of his apartment wasn't just a physical mess, but a reflection of a deeper frustration he was clearly bottling up. "Well, if you need to talk, you know I'm here," Savannah said, her tone gentler. She walked over to him and placed a hand on his shoulder. "But for the love of all things holy, you need to clean this place up. You can't live like this." Grayson let out a deep sigh. "I know. You're right. I don't know how to get back to feeling like myself." Savannah took a step back, surveying the mess once more. "All right. Well, first things first. I'm going to help you clean this up. Then we're going to talk." The next few hours were spent together, not just cleaning Grayson's apartment, but also unpacking some of the emotions that had been weighing on him. Through the piles of laundry, forgotten dishes, and pizza crusts, Savannah learned more about what had been going on in Grayson's life than she had anticipated. It wasn't just the mess in his apartment that had gotten out of control. It was his own sense of balance. Grayson had been feeling the pressure of growing up, of stepping into new responsibilities, and of trying to live up to expectations that at times felt too heavy to bear. Savannah knew she couldn't fix everything, but she could at least help him get back on track, starting with cleaning up his living space and creating a more positive environment for him to thrive in. As they sat down at the kitchen table, finally taking a breather after hours of cleaning, Savannah smiled. "See? That wasn't so bad. You've got this, Grayson." He smiled sheepishly, looking around at the now much cleaner apartment. "Yeah, you're right. I guess it just took someone to kick me in the pants to get started." Savannah's eyes softened with a mix of concern and affection. "You're my little brother, Grayson. I've got your back, no matter what." It wasn't just about the mess. It was about being there for each other when the weight of life started to feel like too much to handle. Savannah knew this was just one chapter of their story, and she was determined to help him navigate the rest. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. America Trends 24, Chrisley shocked at Grayson's gross living conditions. Hello everyone, welcome back to my another video. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Savannah Chrisley admits that she was shocked at Grayson Chrisley's gross living conditions when she dropped him off at college. Admittedly, she had no idea what to expect when she brought her little brother to start this new chapter of his life. Yet, she expected a lot more than what she saw. So how did she rectify the situation? Keep reading for more details. When Savannah Chrisley's parents, Todd and Julie Chrisley, headed to prison, she was left with a huge responsibility. She was the guardian of her two minor siblings, Chloe and Grayson Chrisley. This was a big undertaking given that she was always known as their big sister. Now she was the one who had to lay the hammer down when they misbehaved and were out of line. Fortunately, Grayson graduated high school and was set to head to the University of Alabama come January 2025. Savannah was struggling to say goodbye to her baby brother, but gave the Alabama girls some stern warnings about how to behave. She did not want them acting up when it came to Grayson and wanted him to be on his best behavior. Still, Savannah dropped her little brother off at school but was taken aback by the gross dorm living conditions. According to People, she and Grayson chatted about this on the latest episode of her Unlocked podcast in which he was a guest. When talking about the decor of the dorm, Savannah said this, it's so gross. It's like that nasty brown color. Oh my God, no. We need to make dorms great again, you know. Grayson chimed in and shared his sister was over the top with her decor. She ensured he had everything he could possibly need regarding his dorm and more. He noted that they were going to target every day, to which Savannah asked, "But are you prepared?" Grayson said he was overly prepared. However, he did say his dorm feels much smaller compared to his friends based on all of the stuff Savannah Chrisley added to it. Fans appreciate their skills. After hearing how Grayson and Savannah Chrisley worked together, fans and followers appreciated their skills. They were proud of the siblings and how far they had come essentially on their own. Two strong kids right there, doing your mom and dad proud. I'm so proud of you guys. Keep taking care of one another. She's the bestest sissy ever, and you know it, Grayson. Grayson's voice turned manly. Laud. For some, it was strange to see how grown-up Grayson was. Yet they missed seeing the family together and wished they would return to television. There were also questions as to where their brother, Chase Chrisley, was. He has been MIA when it comes to his siblings, but hopefully he will come around more. Savannah Chrisley shocked at Grayson's gross living conditions. It had been a while since Savannah Chrisley had visited her younger brother Grayson. The bustling life of a reality star, businesswoman, and social media influencer had kept her far too occupied. But when she finally got the chance to visit him, she was expecting a simple hangout, maybe a movie night, catching up on old times, and teasing him about his teenage years. Little did she know, her visit would take a turn she could have never predicted. Driving up to Grayson's new apartment, Savannah admired the trendy neighborhood, the way the streetlights cast a warm glow on the pavement, the buzz of life around her. But nothing could have prepared her for the sight that awaited inside. As she knocked on the door, she mentally prepared herself for the usual antics that came with being around Grayson. A few jokes, some harmless pranks, maybe even his usual messy collection of sports gear scattered around. But when Grayson opened the door, he didn't exactly have his usual chill grin. Instead, he looked a bit flustered. Hey sis, what's up? Grayson's voice was cheery, though Savannah could tell something was off. He stood there, a bit too awkwardly, shifting his weight from foot to foot. You okay? Savannah asked, her brows knitting together. You seem nervous. Oh no, I'm fine. Totally fine, Grayson replied, forcing a smile as he stepped aside to let her in. As Savannah stepped inside, her first reaction was one of complete shock. The living room, once a clean and well-kept space the last time she visited, was a disaster zone. Dirty laundry piled high in the corner, pizza boxes scattered across the floor, and the unmistakable stench of forgotten food lingered in the air.